I was getting the 3 mil Zins and I was putting 2 in at a time. I was catching myself because they're so small and thin. Like I don't feel like I have anything there.
The Zin is potent for a short period of time. It's like, you're like hiccup. Oh my God. You know, whereas these are not like that. They're very much, they're mellow as they come, like they, you know, deliver the nicotine or whatever. They're more mellow. So that's
You're talking about the dust on the ons. My cinnamon, I just take them when I have a bunch of the same flavor. I'll just continue to dump the dust into the next box.
Yeah, there's dust.
And I ran out of cinnamons today. So this morning, as soon as I woke up, I dumped the rest of the cinnamon in my mouth and instantly started hiccuping.
Yeah. See, there's dust in the on packaging. If you guys can see that.
Yeah.
There's nicotine dust.
There's your less finger there's less.
It is nicotine dust. What the hell?
Look at that finger, baby.
Yeah, it's nicotine salt is what it is.
Rubbing it on his gun.
That's what it is, right? Nicotine salt is what basically all this.
I think so.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. 1 nicotine pouch contains 8 milligrams of nicotine at time of manufacture. Oh, that's their little caveat. That means after it's been shook around a bunch of times, all that powder in there. Oh, God damn. It's burning my upper gum, dude.
It didn't
a little too much
white powder to make it numb.
Ooh. All I hear is bitch coming out your mouth.
All I'm saying is get the ons, bro, because they got a little dust. You can rub it on your gums like you're doing fucking other things.
You can do a little snort of it, and then you do it like a real snuff.
I was just about to say, at least you didn't snort it.
You're out of your fucking mind. I ain't doing that shit.
I did it when I first tried. I did it just to goof off, and it hurts.
No, they're crazy. No, sir. No, sir. So those of you that joined us last episode that did not record, that was episode 63.
63.
That episode is forever lost into the ether.
And y'all are an exclusive.
Yeah, you're in the club.
Exclusive bunch that saw it.
Didn't even have to pay for his Patreon for that one.
You're in the 63 club, yeah. Yeah.
Facts. The 63 club.
Yeah.
Those are the real homies. The 63 club.
I think there was about 12 of you in here or something like that caught it.
I told Skep about it the other day, but yesterday I saw a video. It was about a dude. He said, "My dad always told me that there's only 2 branches of the military: the Army and the Navy. The Air Force is a corporation, and the Marines is a cult."
Yes, facts, dude.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
Corporation. Yeah. What is the Army again? Something real.
Yeah, it's one of the branches.
Did you hear that, Tuna?
I mean, I did not deny it.
He doesn't disagree. He's like, yeah, it's pretty much.
The Air Force is like more like a regular job.
That I can't quit and don't get overtime for. Yes. 100%.
The guy used to...
It's a regular job. You're on salary.
Yeah.
That your son is now entering.
Yep.
Hey, man, you know what? I'm better prepared for the corporate world on the outside.
The guy
look, he's literally rocking his son's squadron right now.
I am.
Yeah, dude. Did you guys notice that the back of the...
You should see the back of it.
I bet you won't show it to me.
Yes, yes. You got a place to put your empties.
So that's where you put your used ones?
Yeah.
So you don't throw them on the ground or whatever.
That's dumb.
If you're not near a trash can.
Show me that ass. Show me that ass.
I don't know if it'll show it.
Yeah.
You gotta bend over a little bit.
I can't.
Well, go step away from the camera a little bit.
Just shimmy back and forth because it was showing it.
Step to
When
your.
he turned.
Yeah, right. Step to your
There
right.
you go.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. Now back up just a hair.
Did you touch my Chrome?
Now, yeah. Oh my God. All right. Now stand up a little bit.
Is that Step Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's good.
That's great. All right.
That's their shirt.
That's cool.
So the guy that used to own the gym that I trained at, the mixed martial arts gym I trained at, he was a Marine, and I went to a military funeral with him, and he's like, "Oh, that's one of them brainwashed Marines over there." And I was like,
Every single one of them.
Cool.
Yeah, he's like, no, he's like, there's two different types of Marines. There's the brainwashed Marine, and then there's like a real Marine. And
did they define?
He wasn't one of the brainwashed ones.
The two types?
Well, the brainwashed one was the one that it's always about once a Marine, always a Marine. You know, that continues saying that, and they're always in reg when they're out of it, you know.
So I would put that so you got a brainwashed Marine, right? That's DB.
I don't think he is brainwashed Marine.
I don't know, but
he loves the core, man.
We'll have to get him on the podcast to tell.
Yeah.
And then you've got Rose, who I think is just a Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though he's in the army now.
Well, here's the thing.
But what I'm saying, like, if you look at the personality between the two,
that's why
I want to get DB on here and we can figure it out.
That's why he left.
That would be hilarious.
That's why he left for the army, because he realized he wasn't fitting in with that brainwashed.
Yeah, he just downgraded a lot.
So look, I think because of what DB's job was for a little while, he probably had to be that way. Wasn't he in recruiting and shit?
He still is, I do believe.
Yeah. So you have to be like AJ Marine, dude.
Mm-hmm.
He is now career recruiting. He is now swapped. I didn't think that the Marines did career recruiting.
I didn't either.
They do.
I thought the Air Force was the only one that had career recruiters.
Air Force actually does not have career.
Well, tell that to the guy that I dealt with Damien, because that motherfucker's a career recruiter.
No, I want to talk to that guy.
I think they can go back to back tours as recruiters.
Because he's staying.
You can extend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's pretty much told us that he's probably going to retire as a recruiter.
Well, I mean, if he wasn't making rank in his own fucking career field, then yeah, probably. Because they're not going to take it back.
He's an E6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, recruiting as of right now in the Air Force is still a special duty.
Yeah. Same in the Army. It's a special duty.
That's how it is in the Navy, too. Special duty. Some people do multiple tours of it. They do a little break in between, and then they go back. You know, that's their shore tour that they do. You know, on sea duty tours.
So, AG, I got a question. I want to know about the fucking motto. What happened with the motto, and why is it? Did you touch my Chrome?
Yeah,
I have no idea. He didn't tell me.
You didn't ask.
I didn't ask. No,
you should have asked.
We didn't.
Come on,
We didn't get these shirts until.
Okay, so he is
like a week ago. We can have
322 TRS. What's TRS?
322nd training squadron.
So he's B1s, right?
No, that's his BMT squadron.
This is BMT. This is what he is. So is the shirt the characters on this shirt are representing his
DIs.
Yeah. Right. Well, they're not DIs anymore. They're
TIs.
Whatever. Fucking whatever. Frog guys.
MTIs.
Okay, so what I would imagine is like in boot camp, right? You're often finding yourself polishing and cleaning fucking shiny things a lot to keep them 100%. Shiny. I imagine that could be something that fucking one of them had said during basic training when they saw fingerprints on something that's meant to be shiny, and they said, I have a feeling.
I think it goes into that, but I think there is a deeper story behind it.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm sure.
But like,
Next Sunday, I want to know.
I'm texting him now.
All right, we'll put that on pause, and then we're gonna revisit that topic in a minute.
We'll see what he says here in a little bit.
On the ship,
just call him and throw his ass on speakerphone and be like, "Hey, you're featuring on the podcast. We want to know."
On the ship, they do this thing every so often. It's called sweepers. I don't know if you guys know. Sweepers is cleaning stations, basically. So they call sweepers. All hands man your brooms. Blah 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 blah. So what I have found is, oftentimes a lot of the junior enlisted and like junior NCOs or below, usually they go into a stairwell or somewhere, right? And they have like one of those little foxtails. It's a hand brush, right? It's like a hand broom.
Oh, the duster.
Yeah, for a dustpan, like we call it a foxtail. And they'll sit there and they'll be using that, right? And an hour later, at the end of Sweepers, I'll go back through that ladder well or something. That same fucking sailor is in there cleaning the same spot, dude. It is literally the same story everywhere on the ship, too. Like anywhere you go, you'll see I swear to God, they're like, it's like in a video game when you run across an NPC and they're just doing the same action over and over and over again, and they're always doing it. It was the same shit, dude. It was fucking. So this is what I gotta do for an hour in one spot.
The back of his shirt is a playoff of Step Brothers. The "Did you touch my chrome" is a playoff of "Did you touch my drum set?"
Did you touch my drum set?
So what's the chrome? I think it's something.
Yeah,
shiny.
So the thresholds in Air Force BMT, they're all chrome.
Okay.
And they're highly polished. So it's one of those. It's like there's got to be something.
I think we're getting to the bottom of this right now.
Yeah, but
writing me back.
He had to say so. What do you mean, Jay? What are you talking about?
How we doing weather wise? How's your weather over there? You're close.
No, we're good. 100%. It was great fucking weather.
It was just Florida and Georgia.
All through the hurricane. Yeah.
North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee.
We need to be. Did y'all see the update in Mom's Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got fucked.
They got schmammered over there. I was just texting with her today, checking on her.
He might be busy. I know on Sunday evenings they make them clean.
So
on Sunday evening, it's the fucking Air Force. No, they don't.
They do in his training.
He might be in roll call.
Every Sunday evening, he said they make them get into PTs. Leave their door open, and they have to clean for an hour. He called it.
They do the Foxtail shit that.
Well, I was saying he said they call it a GI party, but I was like, that's not a GI party.
No. They take a Foxtail and they clean the same fucking spot for an hour. Yeah.
I told my wife that's not a GI party. A real GI party is when you have to take everything out of your room and clean your room. And when I say you have to take everything out of your room is empty. That means your bed, your wall lockers, everything comes out.
So why do they call it a GI party?
In the Army, you're a GI.
Okay, yeah. But they say it in the Air Force too, the same thing?
I guess he told Nicole they call it a GI party, but I was like, that's not a GI party. Hi, Shorty.
Hey, Shorty. Thank you for that shout out too, by the way. A couple weeks ago. Saw that in the activity feed here.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know what we really call it, just inspection.
Semen party?
That doesn't sound right, bro.
I know. That's why I said it.
In the Navy, we don't call cleaning semen parties, okay?
Yeah.
Not everybody's a
seaman.
Some people are airmen, some people are construction men, some people are firemen.
It's true.
Yeah, I was an airman.
Some people have like 2 jobs, right? They hold like 2 different.
Well,
Positions,
everybody
kind
holds
of?
multiple positions. Like
Yeah.
you don't, in the Navy, it's you don't like have just a job that you do. You have multiple things you do. So like sometimes people call them collateral, like a program managing a program of some sort in addition to your regular technical job.
Mhm.
But also like your regular technical job, like example for me, right, as a aviation structural mechanic, I worked on flight controls, I worked on landing gear, I worked on hydraulics, flight control cables, actuator, everything that has to do with the airframe or the aircraft and shit connected to it. So like wheels, tires, brakes, landing gear, fucking hydraulics, structures, like rivets and skin work and all that shit, sealant and all that. So I did all those things. And then I qualified as an engine mechanic as well. So I would do everything on the engines too. So I could do all those things.
I had one job. It was to walk around and get shot at and shoot at stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you had to teach people how to shoot.
Well, yeah. That came later, but yeah.
So we did, well, in addition to, like, let's say you're going on a deployment of some sort where you have to qualify, to do that. You also have to in-house. So like if you're in a squadron, right, in the Navy, and you're going on an expeditionary type deployment, you have to get everybody qualified to carry weapons. So you have to produce your own small arms instructors. And then like I did line coaching for the small arms instructor. Then we have like numerous line coaches that go in, and then the small arms instructor is basically the guy with the fucking bullhorn in the back, making sure everything goes right. And then we're walking the line, helping people out if they need it. But we all have to do it all in house though. Like you have to produce your own fucking.
We did that.
Yeah.
This is why.
But this is in addition to being an aviation squadron, not just.
Yeah. No offense to the Navy, but like I've seen inconsistencies when it comes to shooters in the Navy, and I think that is probably why.
They're all taught by their own people. But
yeah, I mean, Air Force and Army, it's a whole ass career field.
Yeah. I mean, they have those career fields. You know what I mean? Like they have that. Like we have Master at Arms. They do that all the time. But then they all go to the same school. So small arms instructor school. So we have to send our people to this school, which is the standard, right? That's the standard in order to become a small arms instructor. So they're all learning from the same school, and then they come back and then they qualify the rest of the people in whatever unit they're in. So that's kind of how that works. So the standard's there. It's just not all the people going to that school. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, but I mean, it's also one of those things like if you don't do it all the time or whatever, like it's not a primary job. So, it's kind of like riding a bike.
Yeah.
I mean, wrote a little book.
Well,
he wrote a book.
There's a lot of there's a lot of people that still handle weapons and things like that on their own. Like I have my own that that I utilize, train and practice with. So, and there's a lot of people like that too. What do you got?
But
what's the Chrome thing, AG?
So
I want to know the whole.
In in the dorms, when you enter from the main door, it's instantly a hallway. And that hallway is where the day room and bathroom are.
Yep.
But also along the hallway is the openings that connect to both bays with the beds.
Yep.
And right at the connection between the bays and hall, there's a strip of metal to separate them. And that's called the chrome. Mm-hmm. And as MTI would yell at them earlier in their early weeks that they better not step on the chrome. Or we would do push-ups, and that's where that saying comes from. So as MTI would yell, "You better not touch my chrome."
That's we were pretty close. Yeah, I think we were pretty close on that one. Yeah.
Yep. The thresholds are chrome.
Did you just touch my chrome? That was a pretty good guess. I thought we did pretty well.
No.
No.
So, did you send it, AG? Did you send him anything crazy while he was in BMT?
Cookies?
No,
All right.
absolutely not.
So, did
Not
y'all
doing
see
that
that?
to him.
No, but did y'all see that TikTok where there was a guy? He's a prior Marine. You could tell it straight away in the video. His son is in Marine boot camp, and he sent this motherfucker all sorts of sweets. He sent them like some fucking protein bars and like And when I say boxes, I mean there's a few boxes this dude sent out. And then he wrote a letter about everything that he sent. And then because we know that the fucking instructors open the letters prior to, he glitter bombed the fucking envelope with a letter in it.
Glitter in
like, did y'all didn't see that shit on TikTok? Because that shit was hilarious.
He wanted his son to be extra tough coming out of there.
Oh, I'm gonna pull that one up.
I did not see that. I don't spend a whole lot of time on there, so a little bit. I'll get on it, and then I'll like find myself an hour deep and be like, oh fuck, I got shit I gotta do.
Yeah, no, that shit was hilarious, bro.
That's fucked up.
What, the glitter bomb?
Yeah, because he knew his kid was gonna get fucked up for that.
Oh yeah,
because the drill sergeants, drill instructors, they all open your mail. You have to open it right there in front of them and show them, make sure there's nothing bad in it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
That's wild, man. Get my taco.
Yeah, I can't have anything. Stop fingering your taco.
Yeah. But absolutely, I did not send my son anything crazy. I would not do that. That is fucked up.
Phantom Boy, thank you for the follow.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
You ready?
It's
quite long.
That is,
but
that is my son.
We'll watch it.
That's my son right there. Phantom Boy.
Oh, no shit. That's awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
You ready?
That is Damien.
Welcome, Damien.
That looks like AG kind of without a hat on.
Yeah, but look at the shorts though. Tell me that ain't prior military.
What fucking shorts are those in the military?
That is
Air Force?
the fucking. That is old school Marine shit, bro.
Oh, those aren't silkies, dude.
Those aren't fucking Ranger panties.
I didn't say Ranger panties because
that's what the Marines wore. They wore damn near Ranger panties.
They wore silkies. They're called silkies, and they're real short.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, play it.
My son's in boot camp. He's been gone for like 6 or 7 weeks, so we're sending out a care package today. We got a bunch of these protein bars, and then we've got these vitamin waters they're allowed to have. We got a couple extra things we wanted to send in there, and I wanted to show you guys what we got.
Can you turn your volume up just a little bit?
This box of special treats for him.
No. It's all the way up.
Fuck. Okay.
Right click on the video and turn it up yourself if you can.
I'm doing it. I don't want to forget and like change because it's super quiet. Okay, go ahead.
For him, it's like all kinds of junk food and candies and things that he's really not allowed to have. We're gonna pop that in there. It's got some pudding in there too. We're gonna send some family pictures. We've taken these on little Polaroids or whatever. And then everybody in the family and a friend sat down and wrote letters. So we're gonna pop all those letters in there so that he gets all of those. And then we have one more thing that we're gonna send. I wrote this letter to his senior drill instructor. And if you could take a moment, pause and read that.
Yeah,
I'll play the next one. No, I'll play the next one. He read it.
I just couldn't stop there. It's sort of a tradition for a father to send a son a special box to make sure that he's properly trained, right? Inside this letter...
Pork tenderloin is like the filet mignon.
Okay.
That's messed up.
In boot camp, he's been... That'll be worth your special box to make sure that he's properly trained, right? Inside this letter, to the drill instructor, I'm going to send I want to make sure that he never ever forgets our precious recruit Westmoreland. And I'm going to put a little glitter in there. Both sides, down the middle, all over the place. So hopefully when the drill instructor opens this, he gets a memory on his uniform. And he'll never forget our dear boy. Love you, buddy.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked
Hey
up.
friends, we got a letter from Recruit Bubbaloo. They haven't waged war on him due to the package. I posted a video last night of a care package that we're sending to our son in boot camp. It's been gone for a few weeks.
He's so happy.
Got a letter
I'm
from the
happy.
drill instructor, and
I wouldn't do that, buddy.
A lot of people couldn't read it, so I'm gonna read that out to you here. It's already packed up, so I have one on a picture of it that I had taken. So it says, Senior Drill Instructor, I hope this training cycle is going as easy for you as Recruit Westmoreland says it is for him. He talks about you all the time. I think he's having a lot of fun. He mentioned something about you being way chill and having a third-class PFT. He also said that you unqualified on the rifle range, so he's not worried if he gets it right the first time. He was concerned about his MOS, so he said he wanted to be a pogue, just like his drill sergeants. I'm sure he meant well. He did say that he gets tired a lot, so I'm writing to ask if you can let him sleep in a bit some days. I was going to send his teddy bear named Bubbaloo, but I'm using it while he's away. Do you have an extra for him? He gets scared at night. I look forward to meeting all of you. Thanks again for your dedication to the cause of training my son. Please go a little easy on Zachy, because really he doesn't need that much training anyway. He's basically already trained. I've included some protein bars for the rest of the platoon, but I know how Recruit Westmoreland loves candy and pastry, so I've added a special box of treats in there just for him. Please make sure he gets to enjoy his special treats. Thank you all for your service. Sincerely, Sergeant Zach Westmoreland, USMC, Semper Fidelis. P.S. Someone needs to talk to your kill hat. He hurt Westmoreland's feelings. Tell him Daddy loves him. Gonna get the nickname.
Yeah, he's a Marine. Did you say he was a Marine, right?
His address?
Yeah.
Please don't send anything vulgar. It would just be distasteful. I want to keep this prank kind of family friendly. Also, go over to his page and everybody that possibly can follow his page.
And then, I am like invested.
Go to the letter that he got back from him.
That's this
Hey
one.
friends, we got a letter from Recruit Bubbaloo. They haven't waged war on him due to the package yet, but he's pretty sure that it's coming. I'll read that in the letter. I wanted to point out a couple of things first. We removed the address video. I don't want to have so much mail going to him. It got an incredible response, and I thank you guys so much for your sense of humor. It's awesome. I removed it though because I didn't want him to get so much mail that they would hold all of his mail, or that it would be a distraction from any of the recruits in the training. He's only got a couple of weeks left, but he will be getting plenty of packages. And on that note, I'd like to thank a couple of companies. I'd like to thank Sandbox. They reached out to us so that we could get some letters over to them without being in the white noise of the mail and not get lost there. So thank you so much, Sandbox.
We
I'd like
use
to
that.
thank TSP, the Skeptile podcast. They've asked us to come on there and tell them a little bit about Zachy, about Recruit Bubbaloo. I'd like to thank Meal Treats. They reached out and they want to send them a care package.
Crayon's ready to eat.
Yep.
It's definitely crayons. And I would like to thank 4 Keys LLC. They made him a name tape, and you'll find that video on there, a name tape for him and his kill hat, so that they can be together forever. I think they'll enjoy that. You won't be getting a response video because they're not allowed to record recruits in training, and I understand whatever their decisions are. That would, I don't want to get into that. That's fine. I will get you a video for Family Day when we go to pick him up. He graduates on October 25th. I'd like to thank you guys for all the support. And
30 days, we'll come back to this one, y'all.
Go over to his page, follow him,
date.
have your friends follow him. I love that you guys love the video of him being a kid. That's absolutely his heart. He's such a good dude. He's really one of my heroes on earth. Hey, I know I just posted.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
His address.
Oh, that's pretty funny,
From
dude.
Recruit Bubbaloo.
It is.
They haven't waged war on him. Go to pick him up. So pretty
Go.
suspicious.
Oh, here it is.
Love the video of him. Such a good. He didn't do anything wrong. He's not in trouble with me. we're good, but he's just a happy kid, and you'll see that in this letter. So I want to thank you for following him. I'll read the letter. It says, "Dear Daddy, first off, I have not got the package yet.
Dear
I'm
Daddy.
almost certain my senior drill instructor knows that it's coming because I was randomly pulled out of formation by my senior drill instructor and one other senior drill instructor. They asked if I had family in the Marines, and I told them about you. Then they just sent me on my way. So pretty suspicious until I got your letter. So I can't wait. I'm scared and nervous and excited. I recently shot expert on table 1, no pizza box for me. I just have to do good on table 2. But I'm missing everyone, and I can't wait to hold and hug y'all. I'm very curious about the package, but anyways, I have my final CFT in the morning, so I have to sleep. Wish me luck. Love, half Zach. My name's Zach. His name is Zach. Our farm is Zach and a half acres, so he signs all of his letters half Zach. That makes me pretty happy too. So that's what we.
That's pretty good, man.
100% invested in this fucking.
It's a date. In 30 days, we're coming back for this video.
Definitely.
To see what's
Definitely.
going on.
100%.
Hell yeah, Dad.
So
Good
yes.
job.
So yeah, Damien,
Funny.
be happy your dad did not do dumb shit like that.
Funny, but holy shit, that is fucked up.
Yeah.
He builds character. Come on now.
It builds arm muscles.
That's what I was about to say.
He's gonna be doing some push-ups.
Yeah.
Well, I like how he said that I got pulled out by 2 senior drill instructors, and they asked about my dad, and then I got suspicious.
Saw the video.
I had family in the Marines.
Saw the video, yeah, for sure. that was we think it's him. Let's go check. Yep.
Yep.
That's it. Oh my gosh. Do they do
And
things like make it rain in boot still? Did you guys have to go through that?
For what?
Called making it rain.
Describe it.
So when I was in, we all slept in a compartment. We called it the compartment, and it was just a big long open bay like barracks thing with a bunch of bunk beds in it, right? And it was just filled to the brim all down the sides with these beds and like 100+ people. And that was our compartment. And oftentimes we would conduct physical training in front of our racks. We call them racks, beds. We would conduct physical training when they're in our racks. However, what they would do when we had to make it rain was they would make us close all the windows and doors in the compartment. And then we would PT for fucking hours. And the ground would be so wet, like you could literally see fucking sweat, just pools all over. And everything in the compartment would be like dripping with fucking condensation, just wetness, heat from people.
Precipitation.
Yes, it was very precipitous in the compartment. We would make it rain probably 3 hours. It would be dripping off of everything, and then we had to clean it all up after we were done PTing for fucking hours.
We did not have to do that. We just did it outside on the pad.
Yeah,
we did. We did
outside.
Absolutely.
And or the fucking trash cans flying 4 o'clock in the morning.
With our drill sergeant, they never called it making it rain, but they used to tell us they're going to make the walls sweat.
Yeah, same kind of thing.
Yeah.
It would literally be like the windows would be like dripping down condensation. Everything would be wet, just soaked. There's like a layer of fucking sweat on the ground everywhere. You can't even do push-ups because your hands are just sliding out of the way so much, you know?
It's a gym locker room.
Yeah, basically just turn it into a nasty fucking mess.
But
anyway, have to clean it.
Wonderful.
No.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
No,
we got fucked up on the pad. He'd be like, all right, down to the pad. And he would make us do it in 115 degree heat.
Yeah, they couldn't do that, the heat, when we get these like flag days. They're different flags. If it was a black flag day, it was too hot to like March.
Well,
Damien didn't get to do shit outside a lot either because of that.
Yeah, because it's too.
Yeah, he was out there in the middle of the fucking weather.
We're trying to fucking kill people or nothing, you know. So if it's like 115 out, like they don't fucking. Even when I went through, they didn't do that shit to us.
He's in Wichita, right?
Although we got it hot as fuck inside, that's for sure.
It didn't matter what the temp was.
RTI, he was a freaking like. So he made it to the Spec Ops realm, but then they didn't like him, so then they kicked him out of it and made him a TI. So he was pissed off. And so he would wait until
Question though, did he get like peered out, or they just didn't like him?
It was one of those where it took me about 10 years to figure it out. Like, why is there a Spec Ops guy as a TI?
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically he had an issue with authority, and so they're like, well, you didn't do enough to kick you out of the military, so we're just gonna force you out of the community.
Oh,
so he had a vendetta.
We get those like that. Sometimes they're basically just buds washouts, and then they become like air crewmen or on like helicopters and shit. But they try to go to
he
buds,
made it all the way.
And they get kicked.
He made it all the way through. He was a CCT guy. He made it, but it was just one of those like, hey, like you know how those communities are.
Yeah. Like
it is more of a brotherhood than anything.
You get blacklisted if you don't play. If you don't play, you get blacklisted.
Yeah. So he would wait until we were like 5 minutes late for some shit, and then we would literally do formation runs everywhere in the middle of fucking July and August.
He's saying they changed it in the 5th week that they could march in black flag. Yeah, we did a route step, so just like an at ease type march, just a route step march where you didn't have to be in step or anything. But we'd still walked in a formation, but just not like fucking marching, doing all the crazy cadences and shit.
Well, but basically in this 5th week, they already weeded out everybody. So it was like, okay, these guys are going to last. We're going to go ahead and do this.
Yeah. Do they have a lot of drops?
That's exactly what it was.
And do they have a lot of drops? Like they kick people out of basic training, like during their process? We had a thing, it was called ASMO. Basically, you just get sent back like a week or two to see if you need extra training. So like some people needed to go back. And we had a couple people that came back from a week or two ahead come to our compartment, and they were shitheads, and they basically ended up getting processed out at some point. But there's only a couple of them.
Yeah, he said it was at ease before they changed it to
at ease March. Yeah, Fort Eddie's March.
At ease March. So during Black Flag, they could at ease march, but and the 5th week they changed it to where they're full regular marching.
Yeah, they didn't. We just at ease marched. I wouldn't call it marching. It was more like walking in formation. That's all. Nobody's in step. There's not a ton of focus there. So,
what do they call the washout? Not the recycled guys, but the washout flight. What do they call that now in the Air Force? That's what I want to know.
What did they? Like they all go to a one.
I was asking that to Damien. So
yeah, well,
I know he can. I know he can hear.
Do they go to like one unit or one compartment? You know, one.
They go to their own squadron. Yeah, it's their own squadron or whatever. And it's for all the fucking knuckleheads that are about to get out, or like 100%. Like they broke a fucking leg. They don't do shit.
So they're out processing basically.
Kind of. He knows what I'm talking about.
Sitting in sweatsuits all day, just fucking chilling, waiting to go home. Those guys
hobbling around on fucking crutches and shit, or the ones that just can't cut it. They're waiting out process.
Yeah.
Med hold. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Med
hold.
We
had a couple like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we called it the Rod Squad.
There was a guy that got Section 8 out of my compartment. So like this fucking dude, like we'd have to stand watches all night. So it was like a 2-hour rotation. So like if you were on watch that night, you have to be up for your 2 hours and rove the whole compartment and like make little logbook entries and challenge anyone who came in with checking their ID or whatever. Yep. And this motherfucker would be he was kind of tall. He would put his leg up. He'd be it'd be like 2 a.m. He put his leg up on the fucking rail of the top bunk and like air hump it and fucking moan and shit like in the middle of the night, dude. So we made reports of that in the logbook and then told the fucking our recruit division commander about it, and next thing you know, he was gone. They're like, yeah, he got Section 8. He's gone. He's out. He's going home. He's crazy.
Jesus.
Fucking wild, dude.
In a world of shit.
What was the dude that
Movie.
on MASH that would wear the dresses to try to get Section 8 and they wouldn't let him?
Oh, fuck.
Singer.
Cling. Was it Klinger? Hold on.
Yeah, I think so. I don't want Hawkeye.
No, Hawkeye's the main character.
Yeah.
Klinger always wears dresses in MASH.
Klinger.
Yeah, you can do that now all you want. Don't matter.
No, that was y'all's Klinger.
No. Yeah, he was just a fucking wacko, dude. He just would be up like...
He wasn't, though. He was just trying to get kicked out. So in the show, he wasn't actually like Section 8. He was doing it on purpose so they would kick him out. But he never did. I love MASH. I watched every episode of that probably last year. I went through the whole seasons.
Back before the Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed, people used to try to get out by just going and telling their CO that they were gay.
That they're gay.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
All
literally,
the time.
we had
I'm gay.
a female that did that.
Yeah, that was before the... What was it? When did that change? Gosh, that wasn't that long ago.
No.
I wonder how many people, like two guys that didn't want to be in the
2010.
military, they realized they had made a mistake and they're like, let's just make out.
Yeah. Let's just touch tips, record it, and then show our CO, and then we'll be out.
I was going to say
2010.
because we had a chick that walked into the commander's office, the open door policy or whatever, and she was like, I'm gay and I like to fuck girls. And she was gone.
Yeah, they I don't know of anybody that actually got the boot from that. I just heard
At
people
the time
had
was
done
a
that.
dick.
I never
Speaking of what
seen anybody.
what you just said, I saw a video of some dude interviewing people at Gathering of the Juggalos, and the video starts off with like a bunch of people standing around a trash can, and one dude turns to another guy. He's huge dude, man. He's like 6'6", 300 something pounds. He looks at him and goes, "Hey, you want to touch tips?" They both just whipped out and just touched tips right there.
Oh. That's a quick way to catch whatever that other person had.
Right.
Jesus. These are the juggalos of today, apparently. The juggalos of yesteryears were never like that. It would be touching tips in public.
Yo, I got an idea. AG.
Uh-huh.
We need to get Damien on as a guest and compare boot camp stories from the generations.
A boot camp story.
His 7.5 weeks of hanging out.
Exactly.
Damn, Dad's talking shit.
Mine was only 6 weeks, so okay. I went back through when it was 6.
I was there for 10 weeks, I think. Yeah, I think it was 10. It was 8 official, 2 of like processing where you had to hold out pencils because they couldn't PT you. So you had to hold out a fucking, or hold out your recruit training book at arm's length forever, dude.
And I'm honestly just curious, based on like when I was a tech school instructor.
Did you say
in 13? Tech school instructor?
Oh, I thought you said testicle instructor.
That's what I heard too.
No, from when I was a tech school instructor in 13 to whatever, and that was, so I went to BMT, Scandal, tech school instructor, like, and then they're like, oh, the pendulum is going to swing back. Like, I would just like to hear the firsthand knowledge about how it is now, firsthand. You know? See if the pendulum has swung.
He's a testicle instructor. He's teaching everybody how to level their balls out.
Look, I did not bring up my own fucking balls, and somehow they are now being brought up.
He said testicle. They have I know a difference now. I don't know if it's this way in like the other branches, but there's like a training card, and it's a list of exercises they can do. Like they pull this like recruit training card. It's a PT card. And it has the list, how many sets of whatever exercise, and they can go through it only so many times. They didn't have that shit.
Yeah. When I was
it's in your basic airman TO.
when I was an instructor,
It tells you how to wipe your ass too.
now when I was an instructor, it depended on what week of training they were in. And each day of the week had a certain exercises, and depending on what week you were in is how many reps you could do. So that's where the instructors would get fucking creative, and because it didn't say what count we had to do.
Yeah.
So if it was 5 fucking reps, like we'd be out there for fucking 20 fucking minutes doing 5 reps. But we stuck to what the lesson plan stated was what we could do.
Yeah. I like how they do the reps too. Yeah. Controlled reps, when you're like down in the down push-up position, they're like down, and then everybody tries to go up automatically, like I didn't say up, and then you're just sitting there waiting.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They check their watch.
And then you're shaking. Trying to get back up. Oh.
I love doing flutter kicks because I'd fuck some kids over on flutter kicks.
Oh my god, dude. Flutter kicks fucking suck.
Because I would do like I would do one 4 count. I would do 1 4 count, and then I'd be like, and then I would tell them to stop, and then I'd say 6 inches.
Yeah.
Then I'd say 12 inches, and then I would say 75 degrees, 90. Like I would just do all that dumb shit before I would do another fucking rep.
Yeah. They would elongate the ups. You do up.
Yeah. See, they get creative.
Yeah. Yeah, there's creative ways to execute physical training, that's for sure. It's fun stuff.
Yeah, just wait till your instructors start playing the word game.
The word game?
Oh yeah. So what we would do is so Air Force with tech school and all that, there would always be one instructor teaching, and then there would be an auxiliary instructor in the back. And the one that's in the back, or whatever, so that you'd have your primary instructor that'd be doing the teaching off the lesson plan, and the instructor in the back would hold up a fucking word, and they'd have to fit that word into the fucking lesson. And they always bet on it. Most of the time it was just lunch or beers or whatever, but like putting cantaloupe in a fucking sexual assault lecture type shit, making up the randomness. So pay attention for that, and then you'll know that they're playing the game.
For random fucking weird words.
Yes. Like if the word does not fit, but it makes sense, they're playing the game.
Is that like when you're instructors and they're just doing instructor evaluation or something, and they're doing
No, it wouldn't be during an evaluation. It'd just be I'd be the guy in the back. Yeah. I'd be the auxiliary instructor.
Oh,
I would just write a random fucking word down during a fucking lecture, and I would just hold the word up, and they'd have to fit the word into the lecture.
That's kind of funny. I mean, I guess I'd keep it kind of light and jovial.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do shit to pass the time because, I mean, it's fucking Groundhog Day every time. Every single fucking class.
Yeah.
Is so monotonous.
How, what were you just finished when you taught?
I was security forces tech school.
Okay.
I taught them how to be cops.
He was a security forces testicle.
I'm a testicle sergeant, okay? Testicle sergeant. I'm not gonna make master soldier, okay?
Master soldier.
So you were stuck at Lackland doing that.
Yeah.
You were stationed at Lackland.
Dude, I honestly loved it. That was my favorite job in the Air Force.
Is that where all the instructional schools are at, or the school just at Lackland?
No, so the schools to teach you how to be an instructor are all at Lackland, but you have tech schools all over. I
Yeah.
mean, they're Wichita, Lackland, Keesler. There's some. Well, Fort Sam.
We have a naval aviation training center in Keesler.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Navy MAs are on Lackland. They train with us.
Yeah.
They're in the same building.
Oh.
There's some shit in Kansas. They're all over.
Yeah. We have units out and about. So everything is in like Pensacola, Florida. But then, there's like different units and debts out all across the country that teach most of the same things, but also a lot of different things. And that's just on the aviation side for the most part. But we also teach like firefighting, shipboard aircraft firefighting and shit like that too.
Well, I mean, Damien, he's going to be in Wichita, and then he's going to go down to Dias to get his so he's getting his general aviation mechanic training, and then he's going to go get his aircraft training down in Texas
on a specific type model
aircraft
series at that point.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the bone.
Yeah, they sent us to this basic like aircraft training, and I was in Pensacola when I went through, and I had to like manufacture a fucking section of a wing. I had to like troubleshoot like a hydraulic system error, and he taught us how to like rivet and cut metal and all that shit. It was pretty fun. And then when you go to your follow-on school, then you learn about whatever aircraft you're going to, like how to work on that one. So all the different shit.
I was gonna literally tell Jay, I'm like, before I read that out loud, let me see the rest of it. And I've seen that one before, and I think it's fucking hilarious.
That is a pretty funny joke.
Yeah. Appropriate? Not sure, but
I don't know. I'll read it out. The joke is, and I use the term joke because it's a joke. All right.
Because it's a joke, and if you can't take one, get the fuck
It is
out.
a joke. It's a fucking joke.
What do you call a lesbian on fire? And the answer is a LGBTQ.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Jesus, Jay's on one today, man. Holy fuck.
And it's only getting worse.
Oh. Don't forget
Jay,
Twitch's Stricker.
Yeah.
It's a joke. Oh no. Stricter. Okay. There's comedy
Stricker?
shows on Twitch though.
I'm surprised you just didn't say that out loud.
For all the listeners out there, you definitely got to join the live Twitch stream when we're doing these, so you can actually see what is going on in the chat, which is just absolute pandemonium with borderline jokes, I will say.
And there is some shit that does not make what you are listening to right now, because we do not want to get banned on certain platforms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what do you call a lesbian dinosaur? Lephalotopus? Yep, that's old.
That is a pretty old joke. I think I heard that joke when I was in school.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
but yes, y'all should join the live or go watch it back.
yeah, definitely. Watch the VOD.
You cannot watch episode 63. There's only a certain few people in the 63 club that can watch, that have seen that episode and heard it.
What I can't believe is like we're on episode 64 right now.
Yeah,
That's 64 once a week episodes. And some weeks we skipped.
ish.
Yeah. Some weeks we skipped. So
Yeah, we skip, but we do not skip the number of the episodes. So we have done 64 episodes, which is over a year.
yeah.
And oh, by the way, guys, the officer. We are about to deconstruct her area.
Deconstruct it.
What?
Yup.
What are you talking about here?
Mm.
Computer
So,
error?
you
You
know how we
talking
have-
about stuff that we don't need to know?
No, we're about to reconstruct her gaming podcast area.
Oh, okay. For what?
It is about to be no more.
Oh.
Yes, her office.
Is it going to be an office now?
No.
It's just going to
We
go
just
away.
need a lot more room. So
Oh.
She has her own office now.
yeah. She's got
So you got like
the
old,
podcast office.
yeah. So what, yours
Yeah,
isn't
the
going
cube is
away?
coming down.
Area.
No, not yet.
Oh.
What we might like take mine down, but what I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna do is once we take hers down and we flip her desk around, she's got that same filter that I have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what we need for the background, and if it's good, then we'll probably take mine down too, just to open up the area
Yeah.
more.
Huh.
So, because Piper about to turn 18, possibly moving out and all that stuff.
Sure.
Like we got a new bed frame is out here. We're about to get a new couch and all that. So the couch and the seat that we have, we're gonna put that out in the garage and all that. Like we're kind of saving it for her, so we need a lot more room.
So are you doing like gonna turn it into like a little lounge or something area? Like
Well,
a fucking
I mean,
football Sunday fucking area and shit?
Man cave.
Well, no, my father-in-law already
Oh.
stays out here. This is his bedroom
Yeah.
per se. But so we're just gonna rearrange a bunch of things and put more stuff out here. So
Nice.
we need the room.
Nice.
So yeah, Ashley's appearances will probably hardly ever come back.
Well, when she pops into your camera sometimes.
Yeah.
And says
Just
hi.
scoot over and have her
Does she
ride
want
with you.
Does she want me
Yeah.
to officially take her off the lineup and all in our
I wouldn't
stuff?
do that just yet.
Okay. I'll leave her in there.
We wouldn't do that just yet.
'Cause
So
I
those
put
of y'all that don't
sometimes
know,
the officer. I
yeah,
changed it.
yeah, I know. Yeah. Those of y'all
Yeah.
that do not know, there was a fifth co-host on here.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to go
Yeah.
early back into the YouTubes
Yeah.
to watch those.
Earlier
And
episodes.
she was the officer, and she's the typical officer, and she shows up every so often. She makes an appearance and checks on us.
All of us regular people, we show up and do all the work, and then he
It takes
just
credit.
supervises.
Yeah.
Take the credit.
She can't sit on my lap because then we wouldn't make it a full hour. Okay? Calm down, Jay.
Oh, god dang. No, it's been fun though. Yeah, those were fun episodes too, though. They were pretty cool.
She does
They
bring a
were.
fairly decent insight.
I liked the different perspectives, man. All the different perspectives are cool.
Well,
Yep.
and she's actually about to start her own podcast
Ashley is.
Yep.
Oh,
regarding all of her business stuff.
yeah. So it'll be specific niche type, like
Yeah, it's going to be branding, marketing,
Mhm.
and then she also wants to tell the story of like going from a career to something, your own entrepreneurship
yeah,
and, how that works out.
yeah.
We're lucky. I got a career. We'd had money saved up. She didn't have to work.
Mhm.
So she's spent damn near 6 years building what she's got now. So
Well, that'll be
Yeah.
cool. It'd
So-
be like an audio podcast. type
she's
thing?
going to do video. It's not going to be a live one.
Yeah.
So so it's her podcast, and then her client is
Mm.
doing a podcast, and I think there is a lead on a studio to where there is no equipment that has to be bought.
Oh, okay. I got
So I will just have to edit and do all the things.
Hmm.
But yeah, that'll be coming. And then hopefully she's going to end up probably blowing up on her podcast, and then she'll just guest star us.
Mm.
And then it'll be all the gang back together, and then we'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I know a lot of people like prefer the video podcasts. Like I like to listen to a lot of them, but I also like to watch video on some of them too. Just because it gives you a little bit more into sometimes what somebody's talking about. Whereas when you just have the audio, at times you're like, what the fuck are they talking about? Because people forget to, we do it too sometimes, but people forget to explain what it is they're talking about when they're looking at an image of some sort on a normal video podcast for somebody who's just listening. So
Yeah.
but video is definitely the way to go, I would say.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what you're doing because, like, for me, I'll listen to video podcasts and I'll have it up in the background.
Yeah.
At work or whatever, and like I'll catch things out of the corner of my eye, and then I'll kind of look over. But most of the time, I'm just kind of listening. I think it really depends on the circumstances.
Yeah.
Of what you're doing.
No, yeah, absolutely, man. Because you could like tell a story or something, in a podcast and totally engage people in just the audio portion. But then when you start talking about something, like if I was to talk about this S behind me on the wall, no one would know what the fuck I'm talking about in just the audio. But if I would explain it as there's a S shape on my wall made out of nano leaves that's glowing red, then that's a little more people.
Yeah,
know.
It depends on the end user. They have options on what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll listen to them on the way to work, where I shouldn't be watching a video.
No, I don't watch it. I just listen.
But I listen. But if I'm at work and I have nothing to do, I'll watch.
Yeah.
So it's the best of both worlds.
Jay says most of my listening is on the drive. That's where I listen to most of mine, to and from work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it was something really interesting and I wanted to continue listening to it at that moment, I'll come in and like take a few minutes to listen longer.
Yeah.
Or to watch it too. What? Hell yeah, man.
Y'all ready to wrap this one up?